So I pretty much thought that this movie was just going to be a bunch of, I'm a pig, look at me sing a pop song, and I'm a hippo, look at me sing a pop song. Ah, so funny. And it was just going to be really cheap and unfunny, and it was going to piss me off. But it wasn't that bad. There was a fair share of that, but honestly, it wasn't quite as annoying as I thought it was going to be. Sing was okay. I'm Jack Fitzpatrick, and this is my review of Sing. For some reason, I'm not really sure why I'm bothering critiquing it, but you know, I'm bored, so leave me alone. So the first thing that I think that I should say about this movie is that I don't think it was really for me, which doesn't make the movie inherently bad, but it did make it so that I couldn't particularly enjoy it that much. But let's try and be as objective and fair as possible, and talk about the actual quality of the movie. So Sing is one of those movies with a bunch of different storylines, like a Love Actually, or a Valentine's Day, or a He's Just Not That Into You, that kind of thing. The thing that separates that from those movies though is that obviously this one is animated and it revolves around this singing competition. So yeah, it's safe to say that this is really complex, and you're lucky that you have me here to explain what this movie is about. Anyway, so there's like 6 or so storylines, something like that, and all of them are pretty familiar. You know, they're a little bit cliche, but they all suffice. They all do the job that they're trying to do, and they get the movie rolling. So the first thing that I really do want to praise about this movie is the animation. I always say this when it comes to Pixar, DreamWorks, Illumination. The animation is always fantastic. There's no crapping on this aspect of the movie. The character designs were really fun, and the environments all look realistic enough, but cartoony enough to really fit into this kind of world. Opposed to the great animation though, I just have to say that it was kind of wasted, because this movie lacks heart. You don't really care about the characters all that much, the stories aren't that deep, and you know where it's headed. This was kind of an on face value kind of movie. You just watch it for the cute animals, the singing, that kind of thing. Along with this, I also just wanted to kind of complain about something else. The film often took the easy approach when it came to the music. This is obviously a musical, it revolves around the singing competition, but all of the songs in this movie are all cover songs, or pop songs and everything like that. There's nothing original. I think there's one original song, but that's about it. And I think that this was just kind of the lazy, I think it was a bit of a boring approach. And maybe if they had a few original songs, it would have made it just a little better. Something else that I have to say wasn't really that strong about this movie was that it wasn't really all that funny. It was pretty lame, actually. If you've seen any of my reviews before, you know that I'm not a fan of things like fart jokes and lazy stuff like that. There was a bit of that in this movie. To make up for it though, there were quite a lot of good visual gags. The animation really made up for things comedically. If I had to talk about the comedy not working though, I just have to talk about some of the characters who did annoy me a bit. There was this one little sleazy rat. I don't know, I didn't like him. Most of the jokes were just like, he's little but he's an asshole. Like, I get it. There was also this pig, I think his name was Gunter, or Gunter, I don't know how you say it, and fuck that guy, he was really annoying. If I had to pick a favorite character though, that's a really easy job. I really liked this one character that was like a lizard lady. She was like an old lady. Her name was Mrs. Crawley, and I just found her hilarious. I just loved how lame she was. She made me laugh out loud a few times. I'm not exactly proud to say that, but it's true. And then you get to the final act, which I would say was stronger, but it wasn't really anything to bring Sing into greatness. Sing was pretty average and mediocre and any other synonym that I can think of. And you know, for me it was just a bit disappointing, even though I wasn't really looking forward to it all that much. But I think the kids will love it. I think it does its job and it's fun enough. I liked it. I would rate Sing a 6 out of 10. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the movie, let me know what you thought about this review. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and that's the end.